Hello! Welcome to my channel. My name is Morrigan and I'm almost 26 years old. My birthday's next week. And I am a professional goth clone. Anyways, I'm just a simple little cryptid who lives in Northwest Florida. And I like makeup and spooky stuff and music. And yeah, welcome to my channel. Today I am here to talk about something that a lot of people have asked, not myself, but I see videos like this floating around on the internet, floating around in certain groups on Facebook, and that is what it means to be in goth and what it takes to be a goth, or the requirements of being a goth. And I've seen several different versions of this, I've seen several different videos of this. However, my opinion on this and my view and 2 cents on this is simply the requirements of being a goth, and what makes someone a goth is goth music. Listening to goth music, listening to post-punk, dark wave, death rock, etc. That is what truly makes someone an actual goth, and also having an interest in, you know, the aesthetic part of the subculture and the other fun stuff. And that's basically the bare bones of it. And I try to not really have too much of a gatekeepy view on this, because I think gatekeeping is ridiculous and disgusting. But ultimately, I believe that when someone calls themselves a goth, I automatically assume that they listen to the music, that it means that they are a fan of the music and the lifestyle and the aesthetic. But ultimately, the music, that is what matters the most. Without the post-punk movement starting in the late 70s, early 80s, we would not have the subculture. That's just how it is. Wait, I might blah blah blah. But as far as how someone looks in order to be a goth, they really can dress in whatever substyle they want or whatever. So long as they listen to the music, they're still a goth. It doesn't matter if they're a new goth, if they like romantic goth, vampire goth, Victorian goth, cyber goth, etc. If they're still a fan of the music, then they're valid. And for someone to go and call them a poser just because they don't look exactly like Robert Smith or Susie Sue or Peter Murphy, to me is absolutely ludicrous. And I think it is silly and dumb and toxic to try to force people into what one's own mold of what they think a goth should be. That's dumb. That's making them conform to something, and that's kind of like the polar opposite of what any alternative subculture should be. To me, I consider myself a goth because I listen to the music and because of how I dress and my interests and stuff. However, those interests I had came long before I got into the music. So the bare bones, the backbone of that is me being a fan of the music, you know? And even though that is a requirement of being a member of the subculture, or part of the subculture, I don't want to say member, it makes it sound like a cult. That's just kind of weird to me. That doesn't mean you have to box yourself in just to listening to bands like Depeche Mode or Cocteau Twins. You don't. Like, if you still want to listen to bands like My Chemical Romance or Him, you can do it. If you still want to listen to like K-pop and J-pop, you can do it. Anyone who knows me knows that I'm like the biggest K-pop trash can in the world, and I own several BTS albums, and that I have the biggest crush in the world on Johnny from NCT 127. However, that doesn't invalidate me as a goth, because at the end of the day, I'm still going to be blasting, you know, I almost said Siamese Dream. I don't know why I said that. I'm still going to be blasting Wish by The Cure on the way home. I'm still going to be, you know, hyped about going to see bands like Drab Majesty or like She Passed Away. In fact, I'm more likely to shell out money to go see one of my favorite goth bands or one of my favorite, like, more smaller indie, I guess, modern post-punk bands than I am to shell out hundreds of dollars to go see Red Velvet. You know? I can still like other things and still be goth so long as I still like the music from the subculture. I mean, that's, you know, a fact. And anyone who tells me otherwise is a moron, and I'm going to tell them to go stick it where the sun don't shine. But yeah, the whole point of this video is me saying that yes, the music from the goth subculture, post-punk and darkwave, death rock, etc., is necessary, vital, and important to the subculture, and should be important to everyone involved in it. Because that is the roots of it. That's where it came from. However, no one should ever restrict themselves, ever. And no one should ever feel embarrassed for liking what they like. The idea of guilty pleasures to me are completely absurd. Like, I don't have any guilty pleasures as far as music or what I like goes, because why should I feel guilty about anything that makes me happy? Why should I be embarrassed about being excited for, you know, NCT 127's album that just got released, just because some idiot online calls it cringy? Cringe culture is dead, my friends. You know, you're not going to be called, you're not going to be a poser just because you like stuff outside of what goths like. Like, screw you. I'm still gonna listen to Motionless in White. I'm still going to listen to Big Bang. I'm still gonna listen to The Birthday Massacre. However, if you think that's gonna stop me from still listening to Death in June or Ritual Howls or, you know, The Wake, then you're wrong. I'm a multifaceted human being. I like more than one things. Being a goth and liking goth music is just part of my persona. It's part of me. And you shouldn't dull down or censor or get rid of anything that's part of you, too. Like I said, and I feel like a broken record this entire video, as long as you like goth music, you are not a poser for liking other things. And it's that simple. Anyways, this is a short video because I didn't really plan this video ahead. I just kind of said screw it last night and said I was going to make this video. Anyways, I may have a tutorial coming up for this look or another look. I'm not exactly sure yet, within the next few days. I may film it tomorrow, not exactly sure. But I hope you all have a wonderful day. I know everything's scary right now with coronavirus going on and everyone being quarantined, but I hope you all still have a wonderful day. Stay healthy, stay happy, wash your hands, stay away from people, be nice to each other, and most of all, stay weird and stay you. Bye, guys.